Good morning, children. Welcome back to Learning Again. Today, we are going to start a new lesson, that is lesson number 8, Caring for Plants and Animals. In this lesson, you are going to learn about the plants and animals around us, the care of plants and animals, trees in my surroundings, a useful tree near my home. So, let's start our lesson. I see. On the way to school, we see many plants and animals. Do they have a family like us? Who do they belong to? Whenever we are going to school, we can see many plants as well as animals. What do you think? Do they have family like us? To whom they belong to? Let's see all these things. I remember we have learnt about the different places in our surroundings. Now let us discuss the plants and the animals we find in our surroundings. We find different types of plants around us. We see plants in garden, park and along roadside. Some people also keep plants inside their home. Whenever we are going outside, we are walking on the road, we can see many plants. Some plants we can see at roadside, some plants we can see in garden, and we love to keep some plants in our house, isn't it? People or farmers also grow some plants as crops in their fields. For example, wheat, rice, and so on. We can also find many different plants in forest. What do you think from where we get wheat, jowar, and many other crops? We get all these crops when farmers grows these crops in their field. Okay, then only we are able to eat our food properly. We can also see or we can also find many different plants in forest. Whenever we see a forest, we can see many trees, many plants, some big trees, some small plants, and some very large trees, isn't it? We also see different types of animals around us. Some are found on the street, for examples, dog, cats, and cattle, and so on. Whenever we are going outside, we can see many animals. We can see dogs, cats, cows, buffaloes, cattle, and many things, isn't it? Some animals can be seen at the zoo. For example, monkey, bears, and so on. Animals like the frog, fish, and ducks are seen in and around lakes and ponds. We often see birds and squirrels, cows, goats, and buffaloes are some animals that we can see on farms or fields. Some animals are found in forest. For example, elephant, lion, and tiger. We can see many animals. Some are farm animals, some are pet animals, some animals are wild animals. And see, animals like frog, fish, and ducks can be seen in and around lake or pond. We cannot see fish on land, isn't it? Because fish can't live on land. Fish needs water to live. Frogs and ducks we can see in and around lakes. We can see some animals at zoo like bear, tiger, lion, elephant, monkeys and many other animals. And some animals we can see in farms or fields like goats, cows, buffaloes, oxes and many other animals, isn't it? Dogs and dogs and a cow on the street. Can you see animals on street? Bear at a zoo. Animals at home. Animals at home are also called as pet animals. Ducks in a pond, ducks in a pond, tiger in the jungle, cattle in a field. Okay, I understand. Plant and animals around us help us in many ways, so we should protect them. To protect means to take care of something. What can we do to protect plants and animals? We should not cut trees. New trees should be planted. We can use a plant cage to protect a baby plant. We should water them regularly. Plants and animals around us help us in many ways. For example, plants gives us oxygen, isn't it? It's very essential for human being to breathe. Oxygen is very essential to breathe. Okay, if we cut plants in future, there will be a scarcity of oxygen. That's why we need to protect them. And animals like cow, goat, buffalo, they give us milk, and sheep and all those things, they are very much useful for us, so we need to protect them. New trees should be planted. We can use a plant cage. When you plant a small tree or a plant, you should use plant cage so that no one can harm that plant, baby plant. We should water them regularly. We should take care of animals too. We should provide them with the food and water. We can use bird feeder to provide food and water to the birds around us. We should not harm animals. We need to protect animals too. We need to feed birds, we need to feed dogs, we need to feed cats. Okay, then only we can see these animals. Trees help us in many ways. They give us shade. They are the home for many birds and animals. They have colorful leaves and flowers, so they make our surroundings beautiful. Some of them also gives us fruit. We should take care of all the plants around us. As I said, plants and trees gives us oxygen. Like that, big trees are home for many animals like parrot, monkey, bees, squirrels, crow, many animals. We need to save this tree. We need to plant more, and we need to save plants and animals to save our environment. We can find some birds in our neighborhood only in some seasons. These birds come from distant places. The Siberian crane is one such bird. It is seen during winter season only. Let us save our environment by protecting trees and animals around us. Some birds we can see on in some seasons only. We cannot see some birds in all the seasons, like Siberian crane, a very rare bird. We can see this bird only in winter season. We need to save trees as well as animals and birds to save our environment. I hope all of you will help us to save our environment, isn't it? Thank you. Take care of your health.